Okay, video related thing.
situation.
Maybe he's vacuuming.
Bearings 200, folks.
Roger.
So, Mike, is there any auto depth or auto heading at all?
Sorry?
Is there any auto
What,
depth or auto heading or anything
what
on?
kind of, I guess, what kind of navigational aids does Herc
Oh,
have?
sorry. Yes. The vehicle has auto heading and auto depth and auto altitude and station keeping.
Well, I very much misspoke.
Station
So
keeping.
station keeping is just it's using all those sensors at once to stay in an XYZ position.
Do you have a preferred? Do you like to use one of those for, well, not station keeping when we're moving somewhere, but do you use one of those often, or are you kind of full manual for exploring?
This vehicle is really easy to fly manually. The only time I'll use an auto function is for a transect. I'll put it on auto heading in that instance. Well, it was handed over to me that way, so that's another thing. Usually you'll just kind of try and not upset things. But this is an easier vehicle to fly. If the transect was all on the flat, you could do the whole thing where you could have it on auto XY and stepping forward at a proper rate, and we'll often do that. At the end of the day, it's really just whatever is getting the better survey result. So
Yeah, yeah.
if you're going up a steep hill, I find it tends to be better to do the Z or the height depth control manually. But yeah, I don't usually use them flying around, but on survey they're useful. All right, Annabelle, you can flip around again there.
Roger.
Well, I just, for the back row to the front row, very much appreciate the taking over on a transect, which is a complicated thing that people, shifts have their way of setting things up, and you inherit it and have to complete it. So I think we finished that pretty well. Kelsey seemed happy, although she probably went to try to go get some food. She ran away.
Yeah, she hasn't eaten lunch yet.
Yeah.
She has to eat lunch before they start putting it up.
That's right. It's almost out. They're 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Seems like there's been a lot of cool stuff on this. You're muted.
Since we have a minute, can we do a 12 to 4 introduction starting in the back row?
Yep, I'm Evie. I'm a master's student at University of Rhode Island's Graduate School of Oceanography, and I am the data logger for 12 to 4.
Yay.
All right.
I'm Sierra Landreth. I'm one of the scientists aboard. I'm a graduate student at Florida State University, and I study benthic megafauna, specifically deep sea coral and sponges, so it seems like this one has been a good day for some coral. And I'm the 12 to 4.
All right. Jeff Beeson, marine geologist, assistant professor at Oregon State University, watch lead for 12 to 4.
I'm Shannon Celine. I'm the Science Communication Fellow. I am a teacher at Guam Department of Education.
And what shift are you on?
Oh, I'm on the 12 to 4. How did I not put that in there?
I would forgot.
I thought you were doing a dramatic pause.
Oh, yes, I was. That was what was going on.
Yes. Coral.
So, how about the front row? Are you guys in a good spot to do it?
Just a second.
Just wait a second, maybe. Those are some sponges.
Oh, wow. Sponge. Oh, we got a sponge.
Garden,
That's
maybe?
a lot of sponges.
Ah, they all look like the same kind, too. Some kind of glass sponge.
You want to go for introductions?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is
See
Isabella Monaco. I am one of the ROV navigators on Expedition NA-171. I'm a contractor with Ocean Exploration Trust.
Woo!
And you are on the 12 to 4 shift.
Yeah, you are.
12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Hannaford in the Herc seat. I am a contractor on the 12 to 4 shift, which is now.
Which is now.
Which is, you are tuning in.
Don't get too excited.
Yeah.
That's a cool as a cucumber ROV pilot.
True.
I'm Annabelle. I'm the Atalanta pilot, and I'm on the 12 to 4.
All right.
And our video person is still switching right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll-
video handover.
Look at all of these sponges.
What is
And some
that over
coral.
there?
How are my coral collective folks out there today? Are we excited? I know I am.
I hope we see another sea biscuit.
Yeah, those were really, someone said it looked like a cookie. And I was like, yes, it was so small and round.
Hence the name, potentially.
Sea cookie?
There's some really interesting lines in the sediment. Are they just formed from current?
Could be, yeah. Just
I'm not
type
sure if
the-
they've investigated what if it's a sediment trail or if there's
a right here. That's weird looking.
if it's actually an exposure of some rock, that there's little fractures that maybe have some precipitates in them, precipitates that are like, they were fractures and they've been filled in with something.
Right.
Or they're potentially, I don't know, we're pretty flat now. If they're, I don't think they're downslope transport little channels, but they could be acting like that. Pretty neat looking though. They seem to be going in all in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these sponges.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure who this goes out to, but go Beavers.
Is that OSU or not OSU?
You want to do it on flat or on slope? Because we're now on a platform. We're on like a really flat area compared to what we just did. Is there any benefit to waiting till we go up a slope again, or do you want to? Because this would be easier to do a transect on the flat, I think. Easier would be, you know, less having to adjust, figuring out where the direct up slope is. With this being a flat area, does the bearing matter as much? Since there's no upslope here, so we can just say 200 meter transect in between waypoint 6 to 7.
Yeah. I've been
Okay,
taking
well
sm-
let's
I've
hit it when
been
we get to
taking
waypoint
smalls.
6. We can measure that out and do another one.
Okay.
And I'm
Right now,
seeing a lot more sponges now too, so there's a lot more things to
Sponges.
identify than what I think that transect had.
Yeah, these look like some polyopogon sponges,
Yeah.
maybe. Which is a fun word to say. It looks like we do have some, like, reef,
Okay,
some coral here.
sounds good to me.
science. Did we want to do the 200 meter transect starting now?
No.
No, let's get to waypoint 6.
Oh, okay,
Do
understood.
some exploring while on our way to 6, and then
Gotcha,
waypoint
gotcha.
6 to 7 looks like maybe
Okay.
about 200 meters.
It
I don't
looks
know.
like a perfect opportunity to do an additional transect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could admire the sponges in the meantime. Yeah, I keep seeing these little fan coral.
What is it?
Little coral.
So it's on the beam. See this? This is the nose, right? So it's on the beam of the ROV. It's pushing it.
Oh, that's a
Is this
sponge.
far out good for you, or do we need to zoom in so you can see all the smaller things?
I mean, it's just fine right now. We're just looking at a bunch of sponges, and I think these are all the same kind of sponge too, so not much diversity.
And we get lots of little pink or red things there. There's tiny.
There's a little, maybe a fish down there hanging out.
Coming off of auto iris.
You can see the current kind of moving now, though.
Yeah. It does look like a fish, maybe? No, I don't know.
This back row, I'm just going to get Annabelle in the Herc seat here for a little bit while we're on this flat part. 'Cause I've been on
Awesome.
C mounts the
Yay.
entire time.
Let's get it.
Just a second.
It's perfect.
We're keeping a consistent step.
So each one of those sponges on a rock?
Yep.
So they're like, they can play like the floor is lava. They have to be on a rock.
Have to be on
They
a
can't
rock.
touch the sediment.
Oh. Yeah, they wouldn't like the
They don't
sediment.
like, yeah,
They couldn't hold onto anything. They would just flow away.
You have to bring lava into every dive.
Was the floor
tried.
once lava?
This looks like it'd be fun with all the rock that, you know, they're equally spaced. You could try hopping around and, oh my,
Woohoo!
things happening in the front row.
Annabelle
yeah.
Annabelle, go.
at the helm.
I'm excited now. This is gonna be good.
This is a great
Mike, we were also excited before.
Well, it's just the teacher and the student.
Yeah.
We're getting to see learning in progress. And I imagine this flat area is a good place to do some practice.
Yeah. Pretty controlled.
Yeah.
Can practice speed and maneuvering and
Yeah, what Dan had said earlier about like having it on auto depth was just, I mean, not here, but earlier in the dive, like the topography is so changing that it's just too hard to set it on that auto depth because you'll just be bumping into things.
You see that line again. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
those-
it just looks like a spot that all the well, it's kind of dividing these two
Yeah, it looks like kinda-
areas here. Because this to me looks like carbonate.
yeah, it looks
almost, 'cause
karsty,
it's
carbonate.
very
Yeah,
gray.
with some dissolution holes in it, and
I've been seeing some mix of like darker colored rocks too, so could just be different kinds of crust.
Are we at the point, it's hard to see, are we at the point where we would, this potentially could have been above sea level historically, or is that further up in elevation?
well, we're 500 meters water
okay.
depth, so in any recent time, sea level wasn't this low.
Yeah.
Um,
Then what has created this kind of shearing platform? Sheared platform?
Yeah,
wave cut?
there could be subsidence happening, so not just sea level related, but the whole volcano could be sinking as it's on the older crust, kind of like our guy out process of having a wave cut platform and then sinking. But I'm not totally sure. We're pretty deep, and the bathymetry has this kind of broad platform at this area. So not sure.
We don't have much of a depth change between here and waypoint 6 and 7, do we?
No,
No.
I
Very
think it's we're on like quite like a little table.
Yeah.
Tour, yeah.
And someone was asking online, we're at 523 meters in depth. And the water is a little bit less than 7 degrees Celsius.
You know, last night we were mapping this area, and you would not believe who was the guest mapper who was helping change lines and change all the settings in one of our softwares, and it was Jeff.
It was
me.
Jeff.
That's right.
He was
I
cooking
was
in
the-
there and changing all the angles
my
and
gosh.
just doing all the ping mode changes.
It was so fun.
That was because he wanted to get away from having to deal with the majors that he sampled.
Oh.
Hey.
It's a good
Just
excuse
trying to get
because
out.
Hey.
Jeff is quite good with the multi-beam stuff, so
That's right. That multi-beam, it was fun. We very challenging environment for mapping with those steep slopes and these flat tops, and then it gets shallow fast. It was a team effort down there in the data lab.
How did our color triangle look?
It was, color triangle was
Probably pretty flat.
color trapezoid.
Yeah.
Not much change.
Well, it was,
Well, a lot of
one side was
change,
going
yeah.
way out, and the other side was, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like looking way uphill to one side and way downhill the other side. We kept saying it was like a ski slope.
Cool rocks. Trying to figure out what we saw earlier.
So do we think that these are rocks or dead coral or?
The white
It's
is,
sediment.
yeah, the in-between sediment looks like kind of carbonate, and these are our little sponge friends sitting on top of it over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, what's that red thing?
That red thing.
Bottom
Where?
left?
Oh,
A
Coral.
coral.
Coral?
what kind?
It's
Quick.
hard to tell
How
from
fast can you
far
do it?
away. It's very dark colored. The problem is we're up in the like more shallower range, which means that it could be more coral.
Yes.
It looks like some kind of fan, I call them fluffy. I know they're not really fluffy, but
You gotta be on your
Well,
game today, Sierra.
Visually fluffy.
visually fluffy coral. It was
Can you-
very dark though.
Can you give us the explanation why, as we get shallower, more coral would be, I guess, a hypothesis or expected?
Yeah. So depends on what they're building their skeleton with. So when we're shallower, we see a lot more reef-forming coral, and that's because they tend to use aragonite, which is more plentiful in shallower water. But as you get deeper, it's harder and harder to use that to precipitate and form your skeletons. And so the deeper coral tend to use calcite, which has a much deeper saturation horizon than aragonite. So that's why when you're in like a tropical coral reef, you have a lot more reef forming, less plumes, less sea fans. And then as you get deeper and deeper, you tend to see more octocoral than you see these reef forming scleractinians. So that could be, that's one of the major things, is what can they use to build their skeleton? Because if they can't take it from the water column and use it and can't precipitate it, then they're going to be so sad and not be able to form their skeletons at all.
What about food and light availability?
Yeah, so our tropical reef friends also have zooxanthellae, right? So they have symbiotic relationships to be able to, their friends can get the light, can form their own food, and can give it to the coral as a form of nutrients. You don't have that down here, right? So there are such thing as what we call mesophotic coral, which can kind of do a happy medium. They can do both. So meso meaning medium coral. Sorry, mesophotic light. So they get some light. So some of them can use zooxanthellae, or they can be like their deep water coral friends and have to wait on nutrients from currents and stuff to get food.
Very cool. So the multiple factors.
Multiple factors.
They're the availability of elemental material in the water, the ease at which they can build their skeleton,
Yep.
the availability of food, and the availability of real estate.
Yeah.
Like they got to have a place to attach to.
Yeah, and they can, in some cases, depending on the other organisms present, can be outcompeted for nutrients. So like, for example, if in this flat area, if we were to see, you know, we see a bunch of sponges here, there could have also been a bunch of crinoids, and those could have potentially also outcompeted coral. And so coral wouldn't be able to get nutrients because everybody else is taking it up first. So there's competition too from other things.
Now, I'm going to take a little pivot. Can you expand on how ocean acidification, because of climate change, can affect those things too? So like, you don't have to get into the details, but that's...
What's the chemical formula?
Well, just...
Yeah. Well, in a happy environment, right, we have free carbonate ions in our water, calcium, all that good jazz.
that can be used by the coral. What happens is if we have elevated CO2 in the atmosphere, that atmosphere CO2 can diffuse into the ocean, which means we have more CO2, and that forms different kinds of like HCO2, like acidic compounds, and that will actually disassociate in the water. So the CO2 and the H disassociate, more hydronium ions in the water, makes things more acidic, not great. But what this also does is it takes away the other carbonate, sequesters that in the water column, which means that our reef-forming friends don't have access to that carbonate and can't use it. So not only does it affect coral, but also things like bivalves that use it to form their shell, things like pteropods in the Arctic, and basically anything that needs calcium or carbonate to make their shells don't have the availability, can't precipitate that. And also with the increase in acid, like hydronium ions and stuff, that means our saturation horizons also get shallower, which means that our deep friends, if that horizon is above them now,
Just gotta get
can't
back up here.
precipitate and can't
Gotta
form
get
their
close
skeletons.
enough to be able to
so it's
spin
kind of like a
around.
chain reaction, affects multiple things.
Possibly not even making them start to lose their shells. Like
They start degrading.
They degrade.
Which is important when it comes to things like food webs. So pteropods in the Arctic are a source of food for a bunch of different organisms. So if those organisms don't have that to eat because their shells are degrading and they're dying, then things don't have food. And so then it becomes like a bottom up where you're affecting the bottom chain, so everything above it starts to decrease as well. And what that means for our corals and sponges is less habitat complexity, right? So not as much structure on the seafloor, which means not as many homes for a bunch of other animals.
Thank
See,
you for that,
Aaron,
that was
great
really well-
explanation.
You nailed it.
I want
On
y'all
the
to know
downlight
I had
background?
to teach an ocean acidification lecture
I
once.
That's why
Downlight
it was so
on.
easy.
I
So-
promise I didn't know that when I asked the question, but I'm
Thank you.
so happy that that you had that kind of ready to go,
My
and I think
jacket.
you got all the big points on that.
You're reading off of a card.
I did write a lecture, so and had to make some slides for it. So
Yeah, atmospheric CO2 increases has many ripple effects all the way to the deep ocean.
and there's a common misconception, and I also harped on this in my talk that I gave, was people think global warming causes ocean acidification. It doesn't cause it directly, but it does exacerbate it.
Yeah.
It's actually the dissolved CO2 that causes it. But the heat and then the CO2 can kind of interact with one another. And that was ocean acidification.
Man, ocean acidification. I don't even want to say 101. I think 201.
201, I think you. Don't ask me the chemical formulas. I used to.
You did pretty well. I didn't
used
hear
to know.
I didn't hear carbonic acid though.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of, the HCO3, CO2.
Yeah, HCO3.
But then there's H2CO.
Yes, the hydrogen bicarbonate.
Bicarbonate, yeah.
But in general, this is the
There's a good
material that these organisms use to make their skeletons, their bodies,
210?
but also
200.
the energy that it has to expend to overcome this saturation, or to convert it into their skeletons.
Right.
So they're fighting an increase. They're fighting the chemistry of their environment, and increasing CO2 has this extra stressor on their ability to grow and compete against other things that might not be having to deal with that.
Right.
Is there a similar situation with sponges and silica in the surrounding seawater?
Oh, great question.
So there's actually been studies, right? Because we're trying to see how these affect different species, but they're impacting different species in different ways. So they're actually finding, and I believe somebody did a comparison study, where our calcareous sponges did worse than are siliceous sponges. So siliceous sponges use silica, calcareous use calcium. And so in that instance, they were finding that maybe the siliceous sponges could outcompete their neighbors and do better in those conditions than the other ones using different ions. And so it's very important to look at species specific because everything is going to be different in how it reacts with it. So we could have some situations where outcompeting happens, or they just are better off and are able to be more resistant because of other factors.
Yeah, the silica-based organisms are not feeling the change in the acidification because they're using a different element than the CO2. They still have a solution. They have to still pull it out, but we're not the oceans are not radically changing in its silica
Yes.
content.
Some
like
ions are more impacted than others.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of cool chemicals in the ocean. Those hydrothermal vents have a lot of cool.
Those hydrothermal vents are a very important mediator, exchange of elements from the earth into the ocean. And a lot of those elements are either limiting nutrient elements like iron, that are helpful for the, I guess, respiration, your organisms using it for their chemical energy conversion.
Right. Yeah, cool stuff. Cool to think about. Yeah, I'm loving this top of the seamount. It's just flat.
Flat is right.
It's so flat.
We got a little bit more pink things.
The little sea cookies.
Yeah, I keep
Sea
finding
cookies?
little ones. You've got cookies on the mind again.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 o'clock.
Hey, yesterday's were.
Did anybody talk more food talk? Here we go. Did anybody talk so far about the 3 o'clock snack yesterday?
Oh, the 3 o'clock
About what?
snack yesterday.
The 3 o'clock snack yesterday. It wasn't cookies, but it was like this flaky croissant with apple in it, with Nutella and powdered sugar.
Oh.
Fancy.
Yeah, they spoil us.
I'm spoilt.
They upped their game. We have to have that again tonight.
I think it was
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens at 3. Every day it could be a mystery. Oh, this is not one we might.
I don't think we've sampled this one, but we have sampled a lot of coral. I've just noticed there's a lot of these guys up on the top here.
Okay. They did sample.
Got a lot of
We have
Canthogorgiidae.
Okay.
So from what I can tell, they got the purple one, which is probably a Victorgorgia, and then an Embricaceous species, which Asako pointed out earlier, and then another Acanthogorgiidae, but a Paramerciae, and then maybe a bamboo, and then some kind of reforming scleractinian coral. So that's already like 5 corals there. I don't know how many we have total.
So just to give an overview, we are in the West Mariana Seamount. This seamount is one that was mapped last night with the help of Isabella and Jeff, we're hearing.
Some other folks too.
We are coming to this seamount. It has been unexplored before. This is a portion of the remnant volcanic arc. So it's a very different area than the dives that we've been doing for the last little bit. Hence not getting as many rocks.
Right.
We still got some rocks.
We had some rock, but not that many. We're looking for corals and biology here. But yeah, the remnant arc. This is where we've checked another checklist on our terrains or environments. We had our arc, which was like our Todo and Daikoku and Ahi. And then we had our back arc, which was the Burke vent.
Burke vent.
Which the vent formerly known as Burke. Not venting anymore, but still some remnant life associated with venting in the back arc. And now we're in the remnant arc, which these seamounts used to be like our ahis and daikokus, forming as the arc. And then there was slab rollback, which opened up and started the back arc forming and essentially pushed
Come on up a couple of meters
this
there,
remnant arc away, and a new arc formed, which is the one we were diving on at Daikoku and Ahi. So this one's been about 8 million. This is very rough ages, but rough, 8 to 10 million years ago, the back arc started forming with the rollback. So, and this thing has gone inactive volcanically, and has had, about that 10 million years to form carbonates and sediment and erode. And now we're looking at kind of the relic of what an arc turns into when it's no longer active. So a lot can happen in 10 million years. You can form a bunch of carbonates, you can erode, smooth out the sides. And from what we saw with mapping last night, can be precarious when some pretty shallow water depths were observed on the outer beams of the multi-beam.
Yeah.
When you say pretty shallow, what you talking?
Ooh. Like the shallowest sounding was like 37 meters?
Wow.
Yes, off to the side.
Yeah.
So we weren't right underneath 37 meters, but the multi-beams looked off to the side for the with the multi-beam, and yeah, got a hit that was 37.
What's the draft of the ship?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. What is the draft?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not 37. We
not.
could have gone over 37 meters and not had any issue, but when you're at 37, that means it's not that far you might have to go to get to 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're in such shallow mapping situations, because that swath really does limit. Like you're no longer doing like 4,000 meters and then 6,000 meter swaths. It gets quite small. Right. The swath ability in shallow mapping.
Yeah, you can kind of imagine it's like holding a flashlight really close to the wall. You're only lighting up a little bit, but it's really bright.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you pull that flashlight away, you start lighting up a bigger part of the wall, but it's, you're diffusing that light.
There aren't as many sponge in this area.
No, we kind of changed.
Or is it just that we're a little bit
let you guys
too
hail
high
the
up
tail?
to see them?
I don't know. No, there's some, but I feel like we've lost some of our rock. It's more sedimented looking.
Yeah, it is.
I was gonna ask, are we outside of the National Monument now? Are we in the EEZ?
We are still in the EEZ, but we are outside of the National Monument. The monument is within the EEZ. There's a polygon that encompasses the trench, and then all of the different vent systems. The individual vents themselves are considered monuments, and then there is the islands unit. And the islands unit of Euracus, Mog, and I think it's Ascension are the 3 islands within the islands unit. So it's kind of like a smattering of polygons within the EEZ.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask if the lines that we're seeing, some of them look pretty deep, but some of them are like right on the surface. Could that potentially be trawling?
Position or trawling?
Well,
Go to point
if
1.
they were trawling, it would not be, to
That
my
current's
knowledge,
going.
U.S. commercial vessels that were trawling.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hesitant to say, because some of them did
Yeah.
look pretty deep for the sediment. Typically for trawl marks, they're like really white, and you can tell they're like right on top of the rock, but this is a really flat area.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. You know, there currently is not any trawling activities that I know of from U.S. commercial fleet boats that are happening out of here.
So it could just be
Yeah.
where the sediment is kind of filling in the gaps.
But that is definitely something to keep an eye out because, as you know, the EEZ is huge. And so enforcement is really done by monitoring the AIS systems of these fishing boats.
Yeah, well, and you can turn AISs can be turned off.
They sure can.
Annabelle, can I ask you a question about Atalanta?
Sure.
Can you talk about what you're able to control with Atalanta? Because I know that, it's so different than Herc, where Herc can kind of more or less go in any direction at once.
Yeah, so Atalanta basically only has lateral thrusters, whereas Herc has vertical and horizontal and lateral thrusters. So on Atalanta, there's only really a couple of axes I can move, with the thrusters at least. So I can either turn or spin on the line.
So that helps change heading.
To change the heading, yeah. And that helps manage the wraps and the tether.
Okay.
I do have some laterals, so theoretically I could push myself from one side to the other if I wanted to, but that doesn't happen very much.
Yep.
And then for vertical, I use the winch.
Gotcha.
Either hauling in or paying out. And then for forward and backwards, that's up to you, navigator.
Oh, that's true. When you say it like that,
You three work as a team.
I can't do it without science. What's the bus driver and the Google Maps don't know where to go.
I mean, you're kind of an Atalanta pilot too, if you really think about it.
No, when you said it like that. Oh. Boy, yes.
Because you move the vehicle just as much as I do, really.
Whoa.
I'm going to line up with our heading.
Looking back to our
No?
sample history.
Okay.
Whoa, what could be?
Woo. Now there's some, you can see the current through here.
Do you say you can see the current?
Kinda, I can see
Yeah.
at least where the particles are moving,
Yeah.
kind of towards us.
The current this morning was gnarly. We were...
Yeah, it's gone up super high now. It's really like on the edge of
Yeah.
being able to operate.
We're like going against the wind here.
Yeah, yeah, I just got blew off that time. Okay,
That's why all
let's
these
shift on
coral
at
are on
point
the
2
sides.
again. Maybe leave it at
so
point
they're
2.
out of this
Okay.
strong current.
I kind of imagine it like a flat, dusty surface. Kansas, because that's my reference, being from the Midwest.
Yeah.
And then just the wind whipping through. Nothing to really block it. And in this instance, it's a seamount top and
Right.
current.
Yeah, you can see these sponges are still hanging out here. They're doing
Okay,
okay.
Annabelle, you can take up the heading you want there.
Roger. Thank you.
There's another little.
So Jeff,
Yep.
someone says, you say sediment given the geology of the region. Could there be tephra or volcanolastic deposits mixed in with the mud and sand of the seabed we see here?
My guess would be this is mostly like carbonate sands and erosive from the shoreline that based on the bathymetry, it gets really shallow up to probably wave base, and it's likely carbonates on the top and reef. And this hasn't been active in a very long time, so my guess would be not volcaniclastic, but that is not not coming from, we haven't sampled it, we haven't looked at it. but I would be surprised to have surface volcanoclastics on a remnant arc seamount.
Thank you. That was a question from our audience.
Yeah, it seems these sponges are the only ones that are really up here weathering these currents. Which it's a fine line of if they can be, hardy enough to withstand it. But if they can withstand it, that's a lot of moving particles through the water that they could potentially have food in, get to eat.
Yeah.
See, got me some more of maybe the little sea cookies.
Can we see them closer?
In an attempt to kind of game out the rest of the dive, it's 1 o'clock, and we are recovering at 4. And 500 meters, so 25 minutes to get to surface. So we got to come off bottom around 3:30, maybe a little around that time. With this current, are we this is our speed we can get up to the waypoints?
Yeah, 0.2 for the time being. We were doing 0.3, but it's pretty strong now. So if it slacks off, we can go back to 0.3.
Okay. And could you zoom out on the high pack?
Yeah.
It's
yes, thank you.
I think we're one more click. Yeah.
We've got
This is we're.
Oh, we got a ways to go to get up to.
I don't think we're going to make it to the top of this seamount today.
I don't think so.
Which is, well,
Go Speed Racer.
It
Can only do so much.
we can only do so much, and these dives are constrained by the time, and it is what it is.
We want to make sure we get the transect.
Unless the dive gets extended again. I said it. I'm willing to put it out there.
Derek's out there listening already.
Derek's shaking his head.
He's probably like, no.
And Orpheus Ocean is like, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm just saying, we've got the ROV in the
Alright,
water. I'm going to let that is a
pull
Bill and Verena can advocate for that if that's something that we want to do.
You've opened a can
But
of
I
worms
think
and we've only been here an hour.
We're disruptors on this shift.
How much ground do we have to cover between waypoint 6 and past 7 to waypoint 8, let's say?
That's a lot.
So waypoint 6 and 7 are about 200 meters away from each other, but from
6 and
waypoint
8.
7 to 8, it's going to be something
long
huge.
one.
It's
Yeah.
going to be like 1,000 meters.
Uh-huh.
Those
How
are
long
1,000.
does that take?
7 to
normally?
8 is 1,000.
I can barely walk
I'm letting
that
you pull
far.
me here.
I can tell you, if we are moving at 0.2, dun, 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 dun. I've got a handy dandy chart.
Let's go.
Oh gosh, it's like multiple hours.
Yeah.
So probably just go as far
Multiple
as we
hours.
can until we have to come up. Enjoy this nice flat top here.
What do you think the white sediment down there is? Is it
Just sand, maybe.
just a
fine
different color
particles.
sand or calcium?
Yeah, I'd say just well, we could zoom in at it if we want to and take a look at it. I have a feeling it's
I
just
think it's just
coarse
sand, yeah.
carbonate sands or just sand.
Go ahead and zoom in.
Well, we'll get to waypoint 6
Yeah.
and then do our transect from 6 to 7. And then by that time, we'll just continue on the... Is it kind of like a crusted sediment? If it is, even maybe
Looks
it is
kind of
rock. I think it's like
cement-like. It does.
it's maybe very little sediment out there.
There's
And those,
another cookie.
it's just
There is a
little
cookie.
weathered holes that have the lighter
Evergreen.
sediment inside of it. So this would be probably pretty easy to walk on.
Yeah.
This surface kind of reminds me of like in the desert when you have like a rock that gets consistent rain and then it kind of creates the little divots and pools.
Yeah.
The sediment around the sponges are all like noticeably a little bit darker. Do we know what that's about?
Around the white sponges,
Full wide, please.
Got it.
the like ones we're seeing.
Yeah, each of them has a little dark ring around them almost.
It's probably the stalk. So a lot of times that's what they like kind of fuse to the ground with, and they can kind of be browner in color so that when they die, you can really just, if you see all these like dark brown bumps on the seafloor, it's just dead sponge stalk.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So since these guys are up here in these really challenging currents, I would assume they would need to make some pretty thick ones to anchor themselves down to not be blown away. So could be why you're seeing such a distinct ring.
I've just been letting you pull, but
Yeah, you're starting to catch up there.
Some more
man.
cookies.
okay. Let me know when I can come back around.
Oh, you probably
right.
can now. Just
I have
try
a
it.
question. Have you all ever, on a dive, pulled up the ROVs, chugged ahead to another area of interest on site, and then redeployed?
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah. You can go into a kind of tow mode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm like,
What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to...
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Because you're like-
Not so loud.
Just curious. I'm just asking for a friend in
Yeah.
a van.
I don't know what I'm
Some
trying
other
to say.
friend.
Theoretically.
Come,
Yeah.
come off bottom and then just go drag Adeline. Drag. I'm not opposed to that. Is that something that would be challenging, or any issue with? I don't know if we'd want to do that because then we're off bottom and we're not seeing anything.
Yeah.
But it sure looks like this area is this.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've been traversing this area for quite a while.
Yeah. It's the but the dive plan with ambitious for coverage.
It's probably a knot.
Sure.
Which is,
Are
I mean,
moon buoys deployed or transceivers deployed?
we wanted to get a lot. We wanted to cover these kind of 3 areas. The lower
Oh no,
slope
we don't want to go
is
near that.
plateau,
It would be more like
and
one
then
or
up
something
the
like that.
shallow
Yeah,
slope
yeah.
to
No,
the
the vehicles are the
sump,
limiting
to the top,
factor for
not
the
summit.
tow mode.
Yeah.
No.
Sad that
we
there's so
wouldn't do
much current that makes it that we can't just chug along.
That's how seamounts are.
Yep.
They be funneling those currents.
Yeah.
This is science. You make a plan,
Actually,
the plan gets adapted many
Yes.
times.
Tons of troubleshooting too when you're on the high seas. I think this kind of science and any kind of field work that you do of many kinds, you have to stay very adaptive and flexible.
Yeah, absolutely. And just again, a big shout out to
sent
the
a thing
teams.
in the group chat.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's getting back.
Got another coral. Ooh.
So since it's a little bit of a lull, if you want to tell us where you're from, tell us in the chat.
Yeah. Do we have any coral collective folks up there?
Oh yes, the
Coral
Coral
Collective.
Collective.
My
You know,
Dan
you
says one
could have
knot.
done a
That's what I thought.
podcast from us watching in the lounge earlier today.
just live stream myself.
Live stream
stream
yourself.
There's a
Back
lot of
row
bandwidth.
science.
Yep.
We can do 1 knot in tow mode.
1 knot in tow mode. Okay, I think Jeff
Wait, there's more?
went off to talk to the others to see their ideas.
Okay.
Coming in
He's not on the back row
some point?
currently.
I don't know.
Someone in the chat says, raise the ROVs and engage warp drive to the top. Warp drive.
Warp drive. Initiate hyperspeed
Our warp
jump.
drive at a pace of a gentle amble.
Yep. Yeah, and with doing transects up here, it's
Nope.
going to be a longer
Guess that's it.
transect.
1 knot.
We have a
Correct.
call out from California.
California.
California, zooming in. San Diego and Rockland, California. So we have a bunch over there. We have people here from Fiji and Brazil.
Wow.
I haven't seen many Fiji logging in.
Yeah, from all over. Everyone's tuning in. Quick, act like we're doing something important.
Point, scientific point.
Whoa, look at that.
Point, scientific point. Isabella.
I guess someone says, how much of the corals here do you think are living corals?
Depends on the area. So where I wasn't on watch, but was watching from the lounge earlier, there was a lot of scleractinians, some more reef-forming coral, and there were some alive within the structure, but a lot of them looked very old. Like
Can't tell if it's the current or if you're about to spin me again.
some a little bit covered in sediment,
no, we're getting
some
pretty far apart.
freshly deceased, but they didn't look too happy to me. Some of these bright, colorful ones we're seeing, I would say, are alive and are doing pretty good. But yeah, all these up here, there's been some live ones, and then there's been the sponges mostly.
Thank you. So we've got Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Ohio, Irvine, California, Puerto Rico, Brooklyn, northeastern Oklahoma, Australia, Rockland, California, New Zealand, and Queensland.
Northeast Oklahoma.
Ohio must be my family. I wonder.
And
Ooh.
finally, someone is here from Guam.
Woo!
Woo!
Woohoo!
In your backyard.
Nobody
Yes.
here from Saipan?
No one here from Saipan right now.
Come on, guys.
I'm excited there's finally people from Guam.
Yay.
Yeah, it's their better time of night as well. It's still just afternoon, you know, and the East
They're on
Coast
the same
is
time
late,
as us for
yeah.
Guam, so.
There's a star.
I know, someone.
You're a star.
Oh, that is a
my
cute star.
goodness. It kind of looks like Patrick.
The sponge right next to it, too.
He lives in the ocean.
Aw.
Wait a
Sounds
minute.
like somebody's trying
Somebody
to
keep an eye out for a
find
pineapple.
Hey, we have sponges, we have stars. Saw some squat lobsters earlier. Those could be Larry the lobster.
Do these sponges possibly have shrimp associates?
They could.
Shrimp associates.
They're glass
I don't know.
sponges. So glass sponges can sometimes have those little shrimp. Now these guys look to be pretty small and have a big opening, so I don't know if the shrimp would be stuck, at least with these ones, but they could have friends.
So we have Sweden and Tampa, Florida. I bet you that's my mom.
Ooh.
Houston, Texas, Western Pennsylvania. And guess what? We have a Saipan.
Yay. Woo woo.
Saipan represent. Sorry.
No, we love the enthusiasm.
Mike, I guess Daniel says that you're the best Herc pilot in the galaxy.
Wow, thank you.
Do they have Herc rocket ships? Does that also count?
Someone says that they want squid and shark like the shallower dive the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So do we.
We're trying.
We're trying
getting
to
there.
get to that
We're
side,
trying.
okay? This is still a little too deep.
It's a little too deep. Current's been fighting us most of the shifts.
And you've been here through it all, Kelsey.
I sure have. I was even, I launched Herc this morning at 3:30, so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Kelsey does not sleep.
No, I drink a lot of coffee.
I like the Kansas analogy we had going for a
Oh.
moment there.
Thank you.
Is this Kansas?
Well, it feels like it. Are we going to see a tumbleweed going by?
I don't see
This could be
any
West
wind
Texas.
turbines.
I was going to say we might see a cowfish, but not even that. It's still too deep.
Yeah.
We've got Jeff back.
Good job.
What's the cookie situation?
Our leader.
They haven't started making any cookies out there.
Oh, too
But
early.
it's still a little early. I mean, it's
only
1:15.
We got 2 hours.
Oh, I was looking up there thinking 3:15.
That's
Yes, we
UTC.
haven't been on watch for 3 hours
I know.
It just feels like it.
Time does fly in here, though, with you.
Sad.
With new.
I know better. I know that clock is. Okay.
Speaking of, what is that clock? Time.
UTC.
UTC, which stands for?
Universal.
No.
Time.
Central.
Central.
I don't know much, but I don't think that's it.
Oh.
Coordinated Universal Time.
Nice.
UTC?
Yep.
Coordinated.
Sierra was right.
What? What was I right about?
Universal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say things and I just hope they're correct. You know, if you say it with enough confidence and gusto.
We can tow at 1 knot.
You know, we have people in my chat that will
Yeah.
correct you if you're wrong.
I'm sure. You know, I don't know everything. I'll say it. I don't know all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
how boring would that be?
It's healthy
If
to
you
admit
knew,
that,
if we knew
okay?
everything.
Yeah.
Keeps me humble.
North Georgia here, completely addicted to Nautilus Live. Ohio, Los Angeles, Seattle, and Champlain, Illinois.
Ooh, Champlain.
Interesting question on the chat that is unrelated to our dive, but they want to know if the ship has enough beds for everyone, or do watches have to share? No, we have enough beds for everyone.
Right.
Thank
We have
there,
51 spots out of 52 taken on the boat right now.
yes. There is a name for that.
Yeah.
Hot rack.
Hot racking.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't happen that often anymore. I have been in that situation, and you just kind of got to put your mind out of that. You're getting in a bed that 20 minutes ago someone was sleeping in.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
just be hoping that everybody showered.
One would hope.
Yeah.
So someone's been watching our watch.
Yeah.
So they wanted to know if we came up with a team name for our watch.
Again. the
12 to
team
4.
name. It's
Just 12 to 4. Yeah, that works.
Subtle. Descriptive.
I think there's like little side teams within the watches because there's Team Jacob now.
There
He's
is
got
Team
his rock
Jacob.
following. And then Jeff wants
And
to do
Evie's
his
been
rock
brought
talk.
into that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was Team.
Evie wants to be.
Although they
I don't
called
think
you
they were
Eva.
talking about me. I think they were talking about Eva.
Oh.
Because Eva does like sea stars
Yeah,
and that kind
gotcha.
of stuff.
Maybe
I'm
Team
flattered that you
Star.
thought it was me, but I didn't think it was
No
me.
wonder I mispronounced it. I just.
We have another, what is this
Sorry.
here?
No,
we have
it's okay.
another coral?
Yeah, it's the same kind.
Same kind?
So 12 to 4 is our name.
Yep. Short and sweet. To the point.
12 to 4.
12 to 4.
It's on all the signs already, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone at the very beginning said they were glad the best watch was here.
That's
and
right.
that was unprompted.
That wasn't just you.
It was not just me. I can pull it up on here. No. Someone else watched the other day and said we're Team Spider.
Well, we did get that spider.
We did get that spider.
And I have seen a picture of it and how large it is and then where it's on the ship.
Yeah, Brianna told me like around 20 centimeters.
Don't worry,
It's
it's
not
under lock
cute.
and key.
It's in ethanol now.
It's submerged in ethanol.
I think it was perfect we got a spider on the late shift though. 'Cause it's like dead of night. You know, just right.
And Brianna was right back there.
Yeah, and behind
And Brianna was right with us. That was a big
Paused her
deal.
Shift to shore. To pause
I had
it
to
and
pull
look
her
at
out of a ship to shore. I felt so bad.
Well, that's important. She's been looking for those the entire time. So I'm glad they got it.
How far off the bottom are we? Oh, I should wait
Doesn't look
for-
too bad. Doesn't look
Yeah.
too far. A few meters. There's discussions occurring in front of us.
Yes. We're trying to figure out what's the next course of action.
Yes.
Anyone with Grafana up? What's Herc's depth right now?
518.
Okay.
Yeah, waypoint 8 or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 300 meters depth. I was going to say it's more than 300 meters away. Yeah. Sweet. That's fast.
Some blue water dive.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to Jeff.
I'll explain it to them because now we are off on them. So. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh yeah, we're already good.
I think they will appreciate that we're trying to get to another spot. And yeah. And then the goal is still to get up to the shallowest level, but yeah, we'll get there and reassess and see how much more time we need. Okay. They would like, yeah. Well, we could do a transect from 8 to 9 when we get back to the bottom. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that looks about 200 meters from waypoint 8 to waypoint 9, and we're going that way anyway. I think they wanted one there anyway because that's like the edge of the photic zone. Yeah. Oh, right. There you go. Yeah. It's almost as if these waypoint 8s and 9s are the right length. Yeah. So we're headed to the next trans. All right. Things have happened. Decisions have been made. Plans have been altered. Just like any good plan, you have to be willing to change it.
You have to adapt.
We have, in recognition of time left at this dive and the amount of waypoints remaining, we're working on moving the ROV off the seafloor and letting the vessel and the ROV move faster to get us through waypoint 6 and 7, which is on the flat part of this 500 meter-ish depth plateau, so we can get to the next slope break at waypoint 8, which takes us up to the really shallow spot, shallow parts of the seamount, where we expect to have a more abundance of biology, a more complex ecology as we get closer as we get into the photic zone. So that's the plan. We're going to see how fast the vessel Atalanta and Hercules can move off the bottom. And so we'll be in kind of blue water view mode for a little bit, but never fear. We will return to the bottom and hopefully see some really neat stuff on this dive, because if we had continued on this, we may have just been looking at the same thing for the remainder of the dive, and we want to give ourselves a chance to go up this unexplored seamount and see the top of it.
Oh, salts.
We are now called the 12 to 4 adapters.
Yay.
The 12 to 4 adapter.
Or
Adapters?
adapt or die.
Adapter dive.
Adapt or die. Someone's asking if we're going back over to the trench. No, we are not. This expedition, we are not in the trench. We are doing a maximum of 4,000 meters for all of our dives. And we have the, it's been nice that we can do some shallower dives. I know most of our expeditions go down deeper, so today is a good example of that. And we're making it up to shallower.
That's the plan. We'll see the little bit of a change. We'll see how the bridge and the ROV pilots all, adjust. Let's see.
Yep.
Hopefully this speeds us up.
You can get across out of the way of the currents. Plop back down.
So waypoint 8, what depth is it at?
Where's our?
3,000 meters away?
It's about a kilometer away, I think.
Kilometer away.
Is what
Because
was
we're
said
at
earlier.
417 meters.
Do you have the waypoint lists up? Where is that?
It's on the dive
The
plan.
dive plan.
Oh, I can open that too.
So many things.
So waypoint.
Let's see, what are these 10-meter contours? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50?
Okay, waypoint 8 says 300.
300 meters, okay.
Yeah, where waypoint 7 is 525, 8 is 300, 9 is 188, and 10 is 105.
Shallow.
Shallow.
Yeah, up.
Shallow. Although I kind of like the shallow. It's kind of more like my scuba diving.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite, but.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget I can do that.
If it didn't fade away faster, we could play tic-tac-toe.
Oh, you would just have to remember. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay. It's probably good. Then we would murk up the screen.
Yeah.
Evie, how many samples do we have so far?
I think we have 10.
10 samples.
10 samples? Oh.
Yes, let's see.
Trying to think of how much processing is going to be done after.
Is there any chance we can put high pack on camera channel 3?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, 10 samples.
I appreciate that.
10.
And I think only one of them is a rock. And it was requested. It was not Jacob. So
Yes.
you are going to have fun processing those.
Hey, everybody does biology, right?
I don't know how to do biology.
You just put
I
it
can
in
do like a
ethanol.
star. I can just put it in the...
Oh, do we have a star?
I think there might be a star. But I don't... If you guys want to take anything special from them, I don't really know how to do that. But I
there's
can...
a squat lobster.
I also don't really want to...
It's exciting.
Oh.
Sea biscuit. Awesome. Exciting. There we go. Back to your new sheet. We're cooking.
Okay, high pack is on sat 3.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something tiny, tiny floating in there. It's blue, so when you see something, we got to point it out. So Sierra, when we get shallow, what do you hope to see? Shallow, when we go up.
Oh, Sierra, you're not on SPL.
You want to see reefs? That would be a dream. She's saying she wants to see an octopus. That would be an amazing, amazing thing.
Have not seen one yet. I think last time they were at Ahi or one of the other seamounts, they got a really cool video of an octopus.
Oh, I didn't know they saw an octopus. How did I miss that?
Not in this, but last time they were at, not this
The one that
cruise.
had all the sharks.
Yes, not this cruise, but a previous cruise.
A previous cruise.
Same
okay.
site, they saw some octopus.
I was like, I think it would have hurt it if we found an octopus.
No, everybody would have been on it.
I really liked the eels.
The eels were really cute. We were all in the lounge oohing and awing.
I normally don't like eels, but for some reason, like I really liked those ones.
They were cutie pies.
They were cute.
In my head, they were like besties or maybe romantically.
We were in the
Yeah,
wet
I was
lab.
thinking the whole in love eels looking at each other.
Eels in love. They eely in love.
It is interesting how much we go from our shift into the lounge and just switch back and forth.
Yeah. Everyone really likes watching, and I think everyone's so excited, so it just goes to show how enthusiastic everybody on board is, that even when you're not on shift, you're still watching the stream.
Mm-hmm. Dedication. Hey, we're at waypoint 6.
Now we're moving.
Someone on the chat says they want to see a giraffe.
The bottom of the ocean. You know, that would be the weirdest thing to see.
That would definitely make science journals.
Yeah, what would we do?
How are we going to sample that?
We wouldn't. We would probably just stare at it in utter confusion. Hopefully it would be, well, it would be dead, which would be unfortunate.
We have interlopers again.
Business talk interlopers.
Business talk. Someone wanted to know if us going to the lounge is dedication or obsession.
I think a healthy mix of both.
Yeah. You only get to do this a few times,
Yeah.
you know.
Which waypoint are we trying to go to now? You happen to know?
I think
We're going to
to
waypoint 8.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Do we have like an estimated time at how long it's going to take to get there?
As for time estimates, folks, it seems like it's going to be over an hour. The ship speed can't go so fast if we're fighting, you know, the jet pump and things like that. And
So we have giraffe fall as a comment, and also giraffe mermaid.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you weren't here to hear us. Yeah, you didn't hear the whole giraffe.
I'm muted.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow, we're less than 300 meters. We're at 273, yeah, up from the seafloor. We'll be able to take shifts to have the cookies. So we'll be able to take shifts to have the cookies. So just because this is fun, and for the 12 to 4, it said, thank you for putting up with our silly questions and shenanigans. We appreciate your science and the quality of content you create.
Oh, that's sweet. I think everybody's happy to answer any questions. I think everyone recognizes people are curious. It's a good thing to be curious.
So I guess there are types of giraffe fish.
Oh, giraffe fish.
Giraffe fish.
I'm gonna Google one.
It says from Africa, a catfish, a chilkid, a seahorse, and there's also a South American marine eel.
A cichlid, a giraffe cichlid. So I'm gonna give a hyperfixation here, but cichlids are these types of really colorful fish. And some of them are only found in a specific lake in Africa, Lake Malawi, which borders Malawi and Mozambique. And they are huge in the aquarium trade. They look like that. Cichlids.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So it'd be definitely rare to find that kind of giraffe. I think we might be finding a real giraffe might be easier than that fish.
Those would be, they're also freshwater, so I don't know how they'd be doing down here at the bottom of the ocean.
Isabella, some students want to know what direction are we moving to get to the seamound?
We're moving southwest.
Thank you.
Yeah, we came off the ground, so the ROVs are kind of being tugged through a column of water, and we're able to kind of go a lot faster than the speed that we go at typically when we're on the ocean floor. And we're going to jump over to waypoint 8. So if you're looking at the HiPAC screen, I think it's on channel 3.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can see the little pink object is the vessel. And yeah, we'll swing out to waypoint 8.
Someone's asking, who is the youngest member of our expedition team?
One of the interns, probably?
I think it's me.
You think it's you?
19.
19.
So.
Yep.
Whoa.
I think Mackenzie, is Mackenzie 22?
Probably around there. She graduated.
And then who would be after that? I'm 24.
I'm 23.
23, so you'd be next. All the girly pops.
Who is the oldest?
I wasn't going to say that.
I was waiting for that. You know, in my school, I have trained my students that if they don't know someone's age, they are to assume that they are 29. We never ask anyone's age. They're always 29.
It's a good rule.
Yeah, they do it sometimes. Someone came in and visited a class, and they asked how old the teacher was. And my student said 29.
That's good.
Yep.
It's always, sometimes kids just overshare, you know, and they just be saying anything and anything that comes to mind.
They sure do.
They'll be like, my mom is this old. And I'm like, I'm sure she would really appreciate you telling me, bud.
Someone asked this question. Is this really live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess you'll never know.
100%.
It just has, I believe, like a 15-second lag.
Yeah.
It's not enough of a lag to be able to correct anything.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I have a big button here.
You do have a big button.
That if need be, something can be corrected very quickly.
I just have a kill switch, I think.
No.
Do you have it? Oh,
I do, but I don't know which one it is.
that's not fun.
Well, maybe don't go pressing buttons.
Mine's labeled.
All right, team, I think I need to re-up my coffee intake.
Do it.
Yeah.
Go get some
You
coffee.
can switch with Jeff.
Your blood is now coffee.
Yeah. I am 90% coffee.
Get some snackies.
You know, someone asked us the other day if we have a resident artist on board, and someone's asking it today. No, we don't. A lot of our SCFs and our scientists and even our ROV drivers are all very artistic. So there is a lot of that on board, but we don't have a resident artist like some of the other programs have.
Yep. They do bring some people on board sometimes, though, that can make deliverables or communicate things through art.
Correct.
It's kind of cool. If you want to see some cool deep sea art, there's an account on Instagram. It's actually a part of the Deep Sea Biology Society, and they have some resident artists, and they'll post some cool deep sea art sometimes on the socials. So I'll be on the lookout for that.
Which one of you is playing with Herc's arm? Is that Annabelle?
Getting some practice in.
Yes, that's Annabelle.
Awesome. The blue water is a great time to practice arm manipulation.
What did you just discover, Annabelle? No, you are.
I can hear you.
Oh.
I don't know. I do have everybody else on listening, though, so.
Give our viewers something to watch. Annabelle playing with Herc arm.
Practicing.
Oh, maybe it's time that I get in there and play.
One at a time, okay. Gotta work your way up.
Is Predator a model of manipulator arm or a company?
That is the model.
Okay.
Am I doing that right? The make is Craft, the brand is Craft. You can see it there is smaller.
Oh, yeah. And then it's
this
the
particular
Predator
model is the Predator.
So
they also have the same thing with a smaller shoulder. So for smaller vehicles, it's called the Raptor.
Raptor and Predator.
That's awesome.
I think that's all they do.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Someone would like to see the ROV arms play rock, paper, scissors with each other?
That's a next level move.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would be rock.
Yeah.
Scissors would be maybe an open as scissors, and then what would paper be? Kind of like flat.
There you go. There's paper.
Oh.
And then they all, it doesn't matter because it's manipulator, always wins.
Yeah.
These are brand new manipulators.
Yeah.
Yes.
Breaking them in. They've got that new manipulator smell.
New. What is a new manipulator smell?
I don't know. It's like new car smell. You know, like it's really smooth.
Fresh hydraulic.
Don't joke about new cars.
Oh yeah, great time to talk about new cars, Sierra.
Are you getting a new car?
So if you didn't know, there was a lot of hail the other
Oh,
day
I
in
did.
Arkansas.
You showed me a
Did I show you
picture.
pictures? Well,
uh-oh.
my car happened to not be in an enclosed space during said hailstorm.
Oh, no.
And my poor parents texted me saying, hey, nothing urgent, but can you call us later? And so I'm like, yeah, of course. And they say, didn't want to bug you, but by the way, your car is totaled. And I said, oh. And they say, it's because of the hail.
I bet there's a lot of insurance claims happening.
Well, it was like such a small area. It was just like a weird, non-predicted storm pop up. So
did it break the windshield?
I think it may have cracked them, and yeah, just the rest of it's totally.
Lots of dents.
Yeah, but the good news is you girls got insurance.
They're going to give me
Good.
about the same amount of money for it as when I got it.
All right. What kind of car was it?
CRV.
Very nice car.
I like a SUV. So when you were saying new car smell,
Oh, I hit some
you hit a soft spot.
yeah.
This is only a couple hours fresh, Jeff. Okay. I'm still in mourning.
Hey, but new car.
New car. And I need
Or at least equivalent price of old car.
Old car, which we'll see how I do, but yeah, so if anybody in the comments has any car suggestions.
It's the right way to use the live chat.
Yeah, Honda CRVs are nice.
CRVs are really great, and they can take a crunch, because I had one originally that also got totaled, but from a car accident. And I was completely safe and completely fine. So that's why I like how safe they are.
Safe vehicle.
This is not sponsored by Honda CRV.
Yeah.
But I'm also considering a Subaru.
I was literally going to say, I have a Subi.
You like
I love my Subi.
Come out to Oregon. They're everywhere.
I feel like I need a cool color Subi, though, like a green or a blue.
The Eco Green.
Eco Green.
That green, lighter green. Or forest greens are nice, too.
I have a Fiona green car.
Fiona green?
Fiona green.
Where's, what on here? Is that green on there? On high pack?
Probably about like right over there.
Okay.
It looks just like Fiona.
Oh, Fiona.
I thought it was avocado, and I posted it, and my best friend said it should now be called Fiona.
And by this you mean Shrek's Fiona?
Yeah, Shrek Fiona. Yeah.
Just in case the audience was
I'm gonna have to name my
unaware of the Fiona
Oh.
reference.
Yes, yes.
Every one of my cars has a name.
It took me a second.
I have
Like,
named every single one of my
that's
cars as
Shrek.
well, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So just to let everyone know what's going on.
Yep.
We were pretty far away from a waypoint, and we do want to make it. So we have come up off the bottom and are slowly waking our way through the water to waypoint 8. And it seems like we have, what, about 45 minutes?
Maybe even less.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're going to be in blue water, and right now Annabelle is playing with Herc's arm to kind of give us some entertainment.
Okay, practicing.
And I would
Becoming one.
I would like to
one with the
thank,
Herc.
there are people from 13 countries watching us, even though we're in blue water.
13.
So I appreciate that.
They have it
Blue
tuned
water
out.
friends.
And my Guam is representing right now.
Good, good.
Woohoo!
Annabelle, have you used the other arm?
Subaru.
Yeah.
Crosstrek or Force?
How's that one compared to this
Crosstrek's a
one?
little smaller than your
It's
CRV.
got
would want
5
one as
functions
equal. I
instead of
love
7,
the storage
so
in my
you
CRV.
can
Probably
see
the
the amount of
Forester
And I've got a
joints
rack
we've
on
got
mine.
going on here is
Hopefully
different.
that was okay.
I think the
And
Forester
you
is
gotta
bigger
press an
than
individual
CRV,
button
but
to
the
actuate
Crosstrek is
each joint
smaller.
in
I
each
think you're in
direction, so
between
it's
the two.
very slow.
Yeah.
The chat is getting on.
So when you said
telling
joints,
what kind
you
of
mean
vehicle
each
to
one of
buy.
those
Let's
little
go.
bits that turn on that
Yeah,
arm or on?
Yeah,
to
so for
solicit
example,
advice.
this is the wrist,
Well,
right?
Subaru is only okay, they say.
and
It doesn't have hauling
this
capacity.
is the
And a
elbow
CRV can
right there.
tow small things, including something you might like, which is a boat.
This is the shoulder.
I'm pretty
trailer.
sure my...
I think Annabelle is showing
This
us
is
the arm.
the
I think Subarus can do that too.
I'm going to watch the arm show.
pitch, right? Pitch. And then yaw this way.
I've heard you guys say yaw, and I wasn't sure what it was. Are these official names, or are they?
They're names for the directions. So like if you think about people who fly airplanes, they'll talk about things like yaw and pitch, or people who drive ships. So the crew are probably very familiar.
People who work on multi-beams think in the same way too. Because we have
Shout out multi-beam.
shout out multi-beam.
Shut up.
It's I like it. This all the rotations, which is kind of the description of a roll, a pitch, a yaw, is all the attitude of the vessel or the arm.
They have attitude?
They have attitude.
Wow.
Is it sassy?
Mild attitude.
Mild attitude, which is a little scary when you've got a predator with attitude.
Rawr.
Roll,
cool arm.
pitch, yaw, and heave.
Heave.
Heave is up and down.
Okay.
Roll is a rotation. Yaw. Well, pitch, yaw,
Pitch.
roll, heave.
Yeah.
They
Roll.
can-
And then we don't really have heave.
That should be on
Just
camera,
heave.
you explaining that.
Right. That's awesome.
There
It's,
is
here,
a camera
look,
directly in
here.
front of you.
Roll.
Roll.
See if I can do that. Roll.
Roll.
That's only in the web
pitch.
interaction.
Yeah, they don't
Pitch.
see that.
They don't see that.
They don't. If you had the
No,
quad view,
this
could you
is-
see?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, I
They
can.
see 1 through 3.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me.
Jeff
On,
wants to do some arm motions.
on sat 3, I will put Jeff.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are we?
here.
What are we doing, Jeff? We're doing roll.
Yeah, roll.
Roll.
Where are you, Jeff?
Where
I'm
is
in between 2 cameras, actually.
I gotta find you.
No, that one should get you.
That should
I
get
think
me.
this one gets me.
Yeah. Think of, here's the boat
Do you think the manipulator arm has its own secret handshake?
with other manipulator arms.
Yeah.
I hope
Okay,
so.
I found Jeff.
There you go.
You're being found.
Not
Okay,
yet.
not yet.
Wait, hold.
You'll see it on feed 1,
I'll
2,
see
or
it.
3
Oh,
on
there
my
we go.
screen.
Yeah, feed 3.
Okay.
There you
Yeah, Jeff and
go.
Sierra.
Okay,
I'm gonna back off.
we've got, you see here? If the vessel or the arm or whatever you're talking about is doing this, that's roll.
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 Pitch is like this.
Pitch.
And then yaw
Yaw.
is like you're heading, which
I
way you're
love that we
facing.
have Jeff and the arm doing it at
Yeah.
the same time.
And then heave is up and down.
Yeah.
So heave is the only one of those that's not described by a rotation, like a degree. This is a angle, angle, and angle. And then
Okay.
this is a vertical up and down, just a Z motion.
Nice.
So when your multi-beam or your ROV or your ship is moving, all of this stuff is the attitude. So if you have attitude corrections, it's taking into account all of those rotations about the body of your, your instrument, your vehicle, your ship.
So what are the different extrema of like your attitudes?
Wow. If you are getting roll of 10 plus degrees, you're starting to feel it. Things
Okay.
are rolling a bit. 15, 20 degree rolls, or things are sliding that are not on the no skid. Pitch, when the vessel comes down, this is where it will slam into the waves. So if we're going with the seas or into them, you'll get these crashing.
Yeah.
We had that the other day when
We
it
did.
felt
And
that
then
really
it will
ricketing, like we
shudder.
were going. Yeah.
So you'll get the boat kind of slap into the waves, and then it'll kind of shudder. Side seas are a little bit, they're more uncomfortable because you're being thrown around side to side, but for multi-beam, roll is a bit easier to correct for.
Okay.
When you're pitching hard into the sea floor, into the ocean, into the surface, it generates a bunch of bubbles, and those bubbles will sweep under the vessel, and the multi-beam, which is all about sending sound,
Right.
sending sound through a bunch of bubbles garbles the signal. So you'll get these bubble washouts. It's called bubble sweep down. So when you don't want to be slamming into the waves if you're trying to get good multi-beam.
Okay.
But roll is uncomfortable, but the accountable, you can correct for it.
Yeah.
And then heading gets kind of interesting because this has got a fun nautical term. If you're moving in one direction, your course over ground, but your vessel is facing a different direction, what is that called?
You're moving one way. And you're
It's named
facing
after an
another.
animal that does it too. And we've seen lots of them on the seafloor. We're crabbing.
Crabbing.
Yeah, so
Good job.
if your heading is, if you're facing one direction but moving another, you're crabbing. And that can end up messing up your multi-beam or your surveying also, because your multi-beam can only correct that crabbing so much before your swath is kind of angled.
So I have a question for you. Not everyone knows what a multi-beam is, so we got to back up a little bit.
Multi-beamers.
Multi-beam. Well, there's obviously more than one beam.
Truly.
Truly. Multi.
Truly.
Which is
But what
so
does a
much better.
multi-beam do?
So much better than a single beam.
So many.
So yeah. What is a multi-beam?
That is your specialty.
That is your
You were the one
specialty.
working on the multi-beam for this site.
We got some experts here too. Isabel, what do you think?
Oh, we could ask Isabel.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're so good about talking about multi-beam. But I can give it a shot. I think earlier you were kind of talking about it like a flashlight.
Yeah.
But you can also think about like bats and whales, how they use soundings to kind of figure out what's in front of them. On the hull or the bottom of the ship, we have a transducer and a receiver, which is the physical multi-beam. And as we're moving along the seafloor, the ship is moving across the surface. The multi-beam sends out pings in a fan-like swath underneath the ship, and it's listening for the sound returns to come back. And based on the time that it takes to come back, it's able to understand the depth difference across that swath. So then we kind of compile all that information, and we're able to make high-resolution 3D maps of the seafloor, which is really important because maybe for these ROV dives, if we're interested in kind of figuring out where we want to be, or we're just trying to create concrete understandings about what the seafloor looks like, the multi-beam is really great for that because we know exactly what's there. If you ever look at Google Maps, you'll see like, oh, it looks like we have the seafloor completely mapped, but that's actually satellite altimetry, not multi-beam typically. So multi-beam is just really great because it's, you know, using that similar type of echolocation that you see in whales or bats, but in this case it's, you know, machinery, and it's multiple beams like we're talking about. And so our multi-beam can do about 432 beams on a good day.
On a good day.
On a good swath, on a good depth.
Yeah.
And the multi-beam can reach, you know, depths of over 7,000. Typically 6,000 meters is really good. And that swath can go out to 5,000, 6,000 meters in width. So it's just really, it's a really cool piece of technology.
Very cool. Yeah, we're mimicking the biological detection and ranging that bats and cetaceans and porpoise use, and yeah, it's amazing that it works. I think I'm always just in awe when watching the multi-beam come in and thinking about what's really happening right now.
It's really interesting how much it's able to correct, because it has to kind of take into consideration all of the attitudes that you were talking about earlier, the pitch, the roll, the heave of the ship, but it also has to have a really good concrete understanding of where the ship is.
Or
so
a little bit further.
We have to have an understanding from like our GPS, our MRUs, and so many different other things that really give us a concrete understanding of where the positioning of the boat really is.
Right.
I happen to know one thing that can do this, but I think we're going to go back to Jeff or Annabelle. Isabel. Is there anything that can interfere or cause uncertainties in the multi-beam?
Are we getting closer? Watching the high
I know
pass.
that vents can do it.
Well,
I just saw it creeping in a little bit.
there's uncertainty in any measurement you make.
Zeus out a little bit.
And we're making measurements, and there's...
Sorry, I can't.
What are we doing?
I can push the Zeus.
Okay, they're working on
Video?
No, zoom.
Well, Isabel, if you want to take a stab at the uncertainties, there's, like, when we say all the things that make multi-beam work, each one of those things has a bit of uncertainty and error in it that has to be at least recognized and accounted for in some way.
Yeah, I think something that people are often curious about is like if marine life interrupts the multi-beam, and it's actually something that isn't typically causing disturbance for us, like because of the multi-beam swath and how big the sounding and the swath is. It's not easily disturbed by like marine life. Trying to think of other examples of something that might interrupt what we're seeing. Bad weather is kind of the bigger thing that can kind of cause disturbances, but or
Bad
maybe
weather.
a bad heading. Like sometimes we simply are just going in a direction that causes kind of the ship to have a lot of motion.
Didn't
Yeah.
we see those bubbles in the multi-beam?
Yeah, so bubbles,
Ooh,
I don't know if
that's a good
I'd say that
example.
the bubbles don't, we can image the bubbles, and if they're not super concentrated, most of the time we still detect the seafloor and see the bubbles too. So we're, what would have maybe in the past been noise to some that didn't care about the water column, we now record all the reflections in the water column as well, and bubbles are really easily spotted, which was really cool when we went over Ahi, and the top of it was really clearly imaged in the multi-beam, the bubbles coming out of the top, venting, and then when we went in with the ROV, found that super impressive, just curtains of bubbles coming up off the summit, which we talked about this a couple days ago. Has that video gone live? I wonder if that's out yet. The Ahi
previous
video.
streams, I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay,
It
well,
takes
stay
several
tuned.
days, I
Well,
think, for
stay
them to
tuned.
process all that.
Isabella, are you measuring on the high pack when you draw those lines?
Yeah, that green, this is like my favorite. This is what I do like all shift long. I like pick an object and I draw it out. And then if you see in the bottom left, it's giving that number. That's how I know the meter distance. And also depending on where I'm shifting the cursor, it tells me that the number right over to the right of it, of that meter, it tells me the bearing or like the heading, the angle. So I can kind of figure out whenever I'm making steps, that's exactly what I'm doing first, is like dragging this cursor all over the place.
Where's
so
the distance
handy.
on the left-hand side there?
Yeah, like do you see that key kind of off to the bottom left?
Yes.
Underneath that, you see, let me show you. So I grab the ship, and then let's say I'm going to waypoint 8.
Yeah, I see it.
It's 526 meters away
Oh,
at a 205-degree angle.
okay. That's awesome.
Yes,
This is our
it's a huge part of the navigation.
this is our navigator.
It's just doing
navigating.
this. I go, oh my gosh, here.
Here.
And she has a hard time navigating because Jeff back here always changes it up.
And
He's like, I don't need to go to that waypoint, you
Well-
know.
He's like, we gotta go quick, and then
And-
he's like, hold position. Wait.
And then he'll be like, Bill told me to do it.
Blames it on other people.
Just kidding, Jeff is amazing.
well,
love
you know, it's a dynamic environment down here, guys.
It is.
We gotta.
You're fabulous.
We're running. We're looking around. We're stop.
I feel like people are causing beef. I never said that.
No beef.
No beef. No beef.
No
Yeah,
beef in
stop
12-4.
starting stuff
Okay.
up here. It's the nature of ROV dives. It's like you
Yeah.
think you're going one way, and then nope, that way. And then it is the nature to blame the other shift. So it was Bill's fault.
Yes. Yes.
The natural answer.
I see, peering over your shoulder, that yes, fish do show up in the multi-beam. As oftentimes fish are not causing uncertainty, but we're imaging them.
Right.
Which is really cool. When we were at Ahi, we saw a lot of what looked like fish balls or schools in the multi-beam, which then turned out to be, yes, exactly, fish lots
balls.
and lots and lots of fish. But yeah, you have this with, back to just uncertainty or your error. So each measurement that you need to record to do those corrections for the roll, the pitch, the heave, the yaw, the vessel position, the making the sound, recording the sound velocity, like how fast is the sound moving through the water. Each one of those has, none of those are a perfect measurement. So you take the uncertainty of each one of those measurements and you get a thing called total propagated uncertainty, which is a sum of all the uncertainties together that then each individual sounding can have a plus or minus in the latitude, longitude, and depth. So you get a little bit of a, yeah, you say the sounding is there, but it could be, it's more of like a circle. It's more like a little zone where that depth was recorded at.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And the more you can have calibrated instruments, faster recordings, those uncertainties go down and your measurements get better.
You want to have the best certainty possible.
Yeah. While recognizing you'll never be truly certain.
Completely, okay.
Which is what I like to think when we're talking up here,
Yeah,
that there's a lot of uncertainty in the things I say.
yeah.
I just do want to say, though, that your explanation of pitch, yaw, and roll, it was some of the best explanation of pitch, yaw, and roll that I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. It is
Was it the hand motion?
yeah, it is, because yaw is a really difficult concept for people to wrap their head around.
Yeah.
And so that was quite helpful when you used yaw and
Yeah.
likened it.
Did you know crabbing? You knew crabbing. Boater.
Yeah.
Lots of
Boater
people
term.
online knew crabbing.
Crabbing.
Are there any other animal terms when it comes to like
Is everyone watching in the
boat
lounge?
direction?
Or are they off because we're in blue?
They're off because we're in blue. We've got Johan and I just saw his yellow Crocs, so I'm not sure who he was talking to. Yeah.
Nice. Seems like everybody has Crocs. Do I need to invest?
Just to let you know, there are people tuning in from CNMI.
Woohoo!
There is
So we have 2 for you.
Hello,
there are types of
everyone
people,
from CNMI.
and if you go offshore a lot, there is a time where you make that decision to get Crocs.
Okay.
And they are
Don't
very...
be hating on the
I'm
Crocs.
not hating, but I've seen many people resist them. Then they get them and they go, oh, these are really comfortable and so convenient.
And it is a slippery slope.
But it's a slippery slope
You know.
to, you know what, I'm just wearing pajamas all day.
Yeah.
As scuba divers, they float.
And they
So
float.
if you go in, you can, use your full foot fins.
Yeah.
And you just take your Crocs and you put them in the float. And if anything happens to the float or whatever, your Crocs, they
Crocs
float and
yeah.
you can find them.
Crocs are, they're great.
Crocs are life.
I won't go that far.
I will
Guys,
say I
They
am
are very
envious of everybody's Crocs, but I was pretty happy with my go-to is just shoes I don't have to tie, because for some reason tying shoes on a boat is just too much.
Yes.
I'm a sneakers
Yeah.
guy. I haven't done the Crocs.
I got the New Balance.
Having to go bend down low on a boat and
Yeah.
tie your shoes?
You want to
no.
slip them on. You want expediency, people.
I don't even want them when I'm not on the boat, but
On the last vessel I was on, they had a policy of no shoes on carpet.
Oh.
And I purchased Crocs for that cruise because the vessel's policy had you taking your shoes on and off all the time.
Yeah.
So the Crocs were used, and then I left them.
Yeah.
I donated them to someone because I didn't want to bring them home.
Are we talking about shoes?
Well, yeah.
give me 1 second to come in
Clogs.
just to say that our
Clogs.
depth is 273 meters. Okay, now we can go back to
We are
Crocs.
talking about
Wait.
shoes. We're talking about Crocs. And
Guys,
really how nice it is to not
But
have
I'm
to tie
saying
our
that
shoes.
clogs are the superior shoe.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
a
coming
clog?
in here for clogs. C-L-O-G.
Like F&B clogs, like are the clogs that you wear at
Have you
waiting
s-
tables.
Oh, I like those too.
Those are comfy.
I'm wearing I like athletic clogs.
Okay.
Sport
Do you have
mode.
your athletic clogs on right now?
Yeah, I do.
What type of
Let's see them.
what type of athletics
are
does one
Oh.
They're the best shoe ever.
Does
do?
Keen
And
make
what
those?
sports do you do with these clogs on?
I have literally done everything.
Oh, wow.
You can backpack.
I
I've walked
believe
through
it.
snow in these shoes.
Okay.
I've had
But
them for years.
they're open heeled.
Yeah, but
You
just-
walk through snow?
Mhm.
You know, open heel, if you're always going forward, you never have to worry about it.
Exactly. You're wearing wool
It's a
socks.
metaphor for life. Wear clogs.
You guys, are we all delirious?
We're blue water.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
blue
Okay.
water, which
Cool, cool,
I should
cool, cool.
probably post that we're blue water.
We
I
can
would
refocus.
just like to say that I've worn my Crocs in snow. So there
What?
really
Wow.
is no,
You're just a tougher breed than me.
I just don't go in snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Guys.
impressed. Were you wearing socks when you
Nope.
were, okay, yep.
Nope.
Wet socks is pretty miserable.
yeah, I don't like wet socks.
Yeah. Did your feet get wet when you were in?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anyone else with Crocs has experienced this phenomenon. But I first got Crocs because I was on water polo, and they're great for like aquatic activities. Crocs, even though they have holes in them, they warm up in there.
Huh.
It starts cooking in there.
They're insulated.
Your feet, yeah, your feet get warm in there.
Interesting.
So
Food
I
for
wasn't
thought.
too cold.
Make sure to clean your Crocs.
Clean them, please.
Yeah, if they're conducting heat like that.
Guys, if you guys look at Sat 3 for a second, I've been playing around with that video. Look what I can do.
What?
What?
Oh.
I can cut back and forth between you guys now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The fade in and the fade out.
Yes.
Wait, I have an idea. Okay, cut out. No, cut back in. Whoa.
What?
Where did she
Sarah
go?
go?
Cut out.
What? Getting
Cut back
directions.
in.
What? Welcome back.
Magic.
I can do.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
Sorry, guys.
That's what blue water is for.
Hey, we will get serious when we get to our position. Okay?
Yeah. Just
Can do.
I think we
to check
need
in with
to,
everybody.
show Kelsey and how comfortable she is back here.
She doesn't have a camera over there.
Check in?
I don't
Yeah,
think.
we're
Yeah, well, I was going to check in and just make sure that we're cool to do a transect at waypoint 8.
Yes, so right now, I have like a target set up ahead of waypoint 8
Yeah.
so that the ship can get kind of, we can all pilots, ship, all of us can get kind of set up so that then we can swing into waypoint 8 and get going for the transect.
Sick. I love this so much.
Yes, so we're
Thank
like
you.
6 minutes out from, maybe actually like 4 minutes out from that target, and then